Good afternoon, YouTube. So when I installed my tankless water heater here, I also added one of these Aqua-Pure water treatment filters. Scale Inhibition Systems, as they call it. It's a cartridge that water just circulates in here, and the water that leaves and goes down into the heater is less likely to form scales. Installed it May of 2017, so I'm thinking it's probably time that I go pull that off. Okay, so I've shut off the cold water, the hot water line, and the hot water output of the water heater. Now I'm going to go unscrew the filter and we'll take a look at that when I get it down. So I've got the water kind of draining out of the pipes there. And yeah, I think that cartridge definitely did something there. Yeah, there's definitely some sediment built up around there. So one thing I want to do is drain this thing out, and then I want to cut it open and see what the inside looks like. I'll leave it draining in the sink, and then I've got the new one here, an AP431. Part of the reason I want to look at what that one looks like inside is I'm not quite sure how long these last. So I was looking around in the box. I must have missed these in the first one I installed. But they have this little sticker. It's kind of a two-piece sticker. This is just a sticker to go on to the filter. And then this is like a little chemical time indicator. So it's got an adhesive here. It's got some chemicals in this little foil pouch. And then supposedly it takes 6 to 12 months for some sort of color change to happen. And you're supposed to squeeze this. So let's see what happens here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's squeezing the material down. Oh, and there's your line. Makes a little line at the bottom. And then you're supposed to put this on here, like that. And then I'll put this onto the cartridge once I screw it in up there. Okay, there we go. I'll put the sticker on. We'll also mark the date up there. And I'll go turn on the hot and cold up there. Oh, there we go. Flush the water out of there. Get the hot water. Yeah, there's a little bit in the hot water line. Now I just have to get another one of these ordered. If you're using these filters, you really need to shop around because I find the price really varies quite a bit. I'll see if I can find the lowest price on these this time when I order it, and I'll try to put a link to that in the video description. You can pay a little bit or a lot for the same filter. Okay, so I managed to cut this Aqua-Pure filter canister open. It's pretty thick plastic. So inside they use a material, it's called Siliphos. It's a milk thistle seed extract. And so what it has both silicates and phosphorus in it. It's not a water softener like your traditional ion exchange resin, but it has these little pellets, maybe 2 or 3 millimeter diameter, and the whole chamber is full. There's a tube in the middle, and that tube goes through the middle of the cartridge there. It's very similar to like an oil filter in your car. It runs the water down into the pellets down here, and then this filter keeps the pellets down here, lets the water go back, and then the water comes out the little holes around the outside. So that's why you have to use their special T-fitting. It lets the water go in the middle and then come out the outside. So that way you only need one connection right here to get the water to filter through. So this has pretty high flow. I think they claim 10 gallons per minute. It's not a water softener. The idea is the phosphates and the silicates that are in these little balls dissolve into the water at low concentrations, like 2 to 3 parts per million. Those chemicals put a thin layer on your metallic pipes and prevent the calcium and magnesium minerals that are in the water from attaching. So it helps to reduce scale buildup. This doesn't soften the water. The minerals are still in the water. They just don't precipitate out and form scale or lime deposits in your pipes or your fixtures. So I have this before the tankless water heater, so all the water that goes through the heater is treated, and then all the water that goes to the showers, the faucets, the clothes washer, the dishwasher also gets this pre-treated water. And this is a food-safe chemical, so it's safe to drink, although I don't use the hot water directly for drinking. So this is actually supposed to be better for your piping than a water softener. It doesn't remove the hardness, it just makes the hardness stay in the water and not deposit out in your water heater or in your pipes. So anyway, that's what one looks like after about 2 years worth of use. Various sources that I've found say replace these every 6 months to 1 year. This was after a little over 2 years of use. So a lot of our water in the area where I live is groundwater, so you're going to get some degree of hardness from that. It's not super hard, but it's not soft. And so I figure my two approaches, one is I'm going to use one of these cartridges before the tankless heater, and then I'm going to flush it every year with a citric acid descaler. So I think between the two of those, that should keep any calcium and lime deposits from building up inside. That would be the main thing that would probably kill the water heater, is if you let the calcium and lime build up too much. I won't know that these actually do anything for maybe another 20 years. So in 20 years, if the water heater is still kicking along, these probably worked. There seems to be some science behind these, and it's not just a snake oil thing. A lot of companies use these. Yeah, and then here's the cartridge after I dumped out the pellets that were in there. So yeah, you've got your filter disc up here at the top. You can see the tube runs down, and this must be kind of a filter medium as well. It looks like it's a porous, hard, rigid foam. It's pretty tough stuff, so that probably is like a water filter. And then your water filters up through that, up through all the beads, and then this keeps all the beads in the center chamber. Water comes out here, and then that feeds these little holes around the outside. So yeah, pretty neat little cartridge they have there. I guess this is just so you could put a hex socket on there or a wrench, but you really don't need any tools to put these in. You just screw them in. They have an O-ring right there. That's your Aqua-Pure AP431 replacement cartridge for the Scale Inhibition System. And these are made by 3M. They seem to be legitimate. This seems to be fairly widely recognized, this polyphosphate that they use, Siliphos. So yeah, that's what one of those looks like inside. So yeah, if you have any other questions about that, post up in the comments section down below. And I'll put links to some of the articles I found on this material anyway. You can check that out in the video description. And as always, thanks for watching.